Welcome everybody. Today's video finds us over here in Taipei. And what we're going to do today is I'm going to show you a video of a bit of our exploring here that we're going to do in the city. Just jumped on a 3.5-hour flight from Bangkok over to here, super easy. And what we're going to do is we're going to go into town. So you'll see a little bit of the clips and everything of what we see, so you can enjoy. And the first step is to get from here to town. So we're going to jump on the purple line, the MRT, that will take us to Taipei. Now I'm going to pin a comment to my playlist from Taiwan so you can see more of these videos. The tower. It's quite a unique design. This is the downtown area. It's a busy place, lots of shopping, other skyscrapers, all of that. So let's go up in here. $100 for a ticket. If you want to go all the way up to the 101F, it's $380 more. Okay, so check your tickets here. And off into the elevator. This is the coolest part.
各位贵宾，请看两侧荧幕显示楼层、高度、速度及时间。Please look at the screens on both sides indicating floor, height, speed, and time. 右サイドのモニターをご覧ください。このエレベーターの高さ、スピード、3、1を表しています。两侧模式的可使用エレベーター为中速扭矩，速度は時間の計時器있습니다。我们已经抵达，谢谢。接下来到了出口区，请起。감사합니다.
네, 18도. 我跟你说了，我们到8도. 你说高一点。
37 seconds. And your ears are all popping when you get up here. It's the 89th floor here. Okay, so this is what we came up here for. So this is looking west. So you see the Tamsui River way out there. You can see some bridges. It's kind of cool. We're up here amongst the clouds. So you have coffee shops and bathrooms and stuff up here also. Okay, so here's the mass dampener. So they're showing some scenes of the World Baseball Classic and Ohtani hitting his home run. This thing is massive. Check out these cables. So that mass dampener is 5.5 meters in diameter and it weighs 660 tons. And what it does is it absorbs the lateral motion of the building. Okay, so this is the 91F floor. It's 390 meters up. And this is what you see up here. So it looks like they went ahead and opened us up here. Ah, very cool. And you can see it just keeps on going up. The cool design, how it looks like bamboo from the outside. Yeah, so this is the view without the windows in the way. Ah, really spectacular. Yeah, so this is what the walkway looks like. It's quite chilly up here too. Wow, we're way up here. So up there is the 101, and you see that little hoist kind of thing right there? That's where they hook up like a harness to you, and you can lean over the edge for the 460 experience, which is $3,000 more. So one last look here at this building. What a really pleasant day to go up there to the top. this right here are two of the guards, and then up there is the main shrine. So it's a fantastic little gate when you first come up here. And where we are is we're kind of north of the main part of Taipei. You see these tracks right here? This is from years and years and years of the changing of the guard, where they drag their heels to stay in step. This is the main building of the shrine. Has the Chinese lions down here. Really cool architecture. And then look at this little pagoda over here. And this is the shrine building itself. And you can go all around. You can't go into the middle. That's where the main tablet for the shrine is. This is the whole gallery here. So it has stuff like this here that talks about the history of the Republic of Chinese forces. So that's the surrender of the Japanese in Nanjing. It'll have famous officers and stuff like that. So here are the tablets. Now, for the generals, there's one name on each of those. For like field grade officers, there's 100 of them. And then they have all the enlisted and the NCOs that they just have a list of them that are in like these cabinets, I think. So these are all people that have died in certain battles. So in here, this is the civilian martyrs shrine. So on the other side was all the generals and everybody, and these are civilians. And there was 72 prominent civilians that are here. Yeah, so another really tasteful display. And what a massive building that is, that white marble. And I think there's 89 steps that symbolizes each year of his life before he died. So this is the area. Lots of flowers, really a beautiful park. And it's just surrounded by all the buildings and everything. and then up in there. So this is 70 meters tall, I think. And then it has the statue of Chiang Kai-shek up there. And then we'll see the changing the guards right here. Wow, that was a lot of fun. Now let's go inside and look around here. This is kind of cool right here in front. It's kind of how they have the Forbidden City, but that's all out of stone. This is concrete. What a great view from up here. That's into the park. They call it Liberty Square, I think. Yeah, so a humongous arch. It says something there in Chinese, not sure what. And they have some writing back there also on the base of the statue. But what a really cool hall this is. You can see the top of the dome up there. Enter this down here instead of going up the steps in the front. And so when you come in, it's just this cavernous hall. Oh, really spectacular. And then down in there is all the rest of the exhibits right through there. And various things here. Just a really huge hall with a lot of data plates in here. Yeah, so a lot of writings and a lot of government stuff here. Plus there's military awards and clothing. And it's all in English and in Chinese. Here is the front of the temple. And we'll go in here and we'll see everything. There's quite a bit to it. The architecture here is fantastic. And this is the start of it here. So this was the first temple in Taiwan to integrate Confucianism, Taoism, and Buddhism all into one. And it's one of the 100 sacred sites in Taiwan. This is the inside here. So the main Buddhas are all in there. You can see the doors. Yeah, it's quite nice. And then people here praying. Really a beautiful temple. And you see the dragons and everything, the birds. And then up in here, these are the main deities, and they're quite beautiful inside. If you can't go in, you can just pray out here from the outside. Yeah, so this is the main part here. And then the monks will do things inside here whenever they do their little ceremonies. And people come here and they pray, and then they make a donation right here to the temple. All right, then we have all of these deities back here. And you can see the deity, and it has all the little amulets, all these little columns of amulets. And they're important ones. They have their names up there, but it's all in Chinese. Yeah, this is the back side here. They have this awning to keep the table dry and everything, and all the people that came over here. Really quite cool. And then each of these has a separate little deity in it. Yeah, you can see the dragons up there. But quite cool, huh? Sounds like they're ringing a bell inside there. So we might have a ceremony getting ready to happen. Yeah, so here's one more of these. That must be the Confucius part. I wish. Yeah, quite nice. Yeah, it's in my mind the best one here in Taipei. I've been here many times and I would come again. It's nice to see. Dedicated to the goddess Mazu, I believe. And it'll be a black-faced deity that's inside. And she's the goddess of the sea as well as family well-being. And then there'll be some more stuff in here. There's the second floor you can go. There's a whole series of steps you have to do if you pray here. And then you got the dragons and the little banner and the lanterns and everything. Now, it looks like it's quite busy in here today. And you can see the guardians over here. People burning the incense. And then this right here. So this is the black-faced Mazu. Now the legend goes that there was a monk here that carried around an image of this goddess, and he was getting alms, and he ran into a group of 10 devotees that were dedicated to this goddess. And then they organized and they started collecting up money to build this temple. And over the years it's expanded to what you see now. And this is up on the second floor. That's kind of cool. The multi-armed, multi-head deity that they have. That's some murals. So this is the third floor. You can see the roof tiles are all ornate, and this is the top of that. So that's where they burn the paper. So you come in here and pray. Just look at everything is ornate. You can see it's kind of hazy because all that incense. And everybody's over there burning even more. Okay, so let's go up to the fourth floor now. So we're up above the awnings, and look at that scene over there. We have a phoenix, people in the boats, dragons, all kinds of stuff. More of the carvings. And then the main deity has a dragon behind him. He's got a long beard with a couple people around him. All right, let's go up to the fifth floor now. People praying in here. And the wood carvings, wow. This is the main image. Yeah, this is what it looks like inside. Now this is spectacular. I've never seen a temple like this before. This is all up on the fifth floor here. So right here they actually have some of the hot springs water. So you can stick your hand in here and it's coming out of the hot springs, and it gets up to like 90 degrees, like 90 to 100 degrees coming out of the hot springs, and then it cools off quite a bit as it comes down the valley. I think it's like around 40, 41 or so right there, which is kind of nice. Now the Japanese used this. They would come over here, and it had like the sulfur, it kind of gave the water a blue color, and they said it had some healing properties. So it was a huge popular place during the Japanese colonial era. They built the first hotels up here, I think in like 1896 or something like that. And all through this area, this road does like a little loop way up there, and there's a bunch of like hot springs hotels and local restaurants and stuff like that. This here's a nice little park. This is the Beitiao Park, and it's a nice little pleasant walk as we go up. Yeah, that's the library. What a cool building. Kind of looks like a boat on the front, and then it just goes right up in here is more of the park. This here is the museum. Oh, how cool is that? Just rising up in the trees. Yeah, so you can do a loop around and enjoy this. This is really kind of cool. Now there's a nature park or a national park that's just to the north of here also, that you can go in and see the dormant volcano. And they say there's a few places that have the steam geysers and stuff coming out. You can just feel the heat and humidity coming off of this. Yeah, really quite cool with that wind blowing through and causing the plume to go up. Yeah, kind of a cool gate. And this is the wash your hand. Yeah, so here's the little temple. Yeah, very, very nice. There, that is their deity. Their little amulets and stuff like that. Yeah, cool little building. There's a bell. That's what it looks like tonight. It looks like a few people found their way over here. There's a dozen or so night markets in Taipei. My favorite is the Rohe Night Market, which is to the east. It's a little bit smaller and not as crowded. I just kind of like it over there. But this one here is more popular. There's all kinds of stuff. Now what you'll have is you'll have the regular stores, and then they'll have the vendors that will set up here in the little streets. And you can find any kind of food you want here. Plus lots and lots of shopping. We found a little main street with street food. Sausages with sticky rice. Yeah, it's shoulder to shoulder in here now. So hungry, this smells good. This is the stinky tofu. They cook it in the oil. Oh wow, it's so strong. And there's the seasonings that they put on it, the sauce. Ooh, this is really, really nice here. So she cooks up the chicken just like this, and then you get it with sashimi or the wasabi or just the sea salt. That chicken with the wasabi is really, really spectacular. And she's making up some of the noodles here. You get it with the squid or the oysters. Yeah, if you want a little peaceful evening with nobody around, don't come here. Holy cow. The temple is slammed up. And she's got some more of that squid noodle there. And the fish balls and everything cooking up. Some squid. So you come here, get some food, and then you can go right to the temple and pray. Over here's the Korean cheese hot dog. Check out all that. So that's the cheese, and then there's the toppings, and then she deep fries it right there. You can get it with the ketchup if you want. So just twist it. There's the little breadcrumbs or whatever on the outside, and then she'll deep fry it up. And that's the finished product, just like that. Okay, so this is the ice cream rolls. So that's the little tortilla. And then she scrapes it with that little plane, the peanuts. And then she'll throw the ice cream right on it. Just like that, and then she'll roll it up. And this is the little food court area also.
You're kind of crazy
So if you don't have enough food out here in the streets, you can go into the food court. So there's the Xindian big sausage. So you can get the big one for 200 or a half for 100. Holy cow. And what's cool about this night market is you have the Shangshan Chayu temple that's right there. It's a temple that's a couple hundred years old, and it's right next to the entrance to the night market. This is the start. And it's just a couple hundred meters worth of night market. I like it because it's not as busy. It'll still be crowded, but it's just the right level of being busy. You can still find what you want to eat, and it's not just where you can't move. And the first thing you got to do when you come here is you got to come here for this little pork ball. This is the number one thing here, is these little pork rolls that they do. It's like a biscuit, and then they put the pepper pork inside of it, and it's $60. They cook them right down there in those little pots. They stick them on the side, and they make them over there. You can see they're making the little balls. Yeah, he's got it right here. So they throw the charcoal in there, and then they stick the little rolls right on the side. And these are the finished product. And they are number one thing to eat here. And this is how they're made right here. So it has that pepper pork right there. And it puts them in a little blanket, and then they throw the green onions inside of it. And then they throw some sesame seeds on top of them. And you can see those that they've just pulled out of the oven. They're just scorching hot. They're quite delicious. Yeah, and they got the carts in the middle of the night market. Here they got some of the little candy. And then they have the restaurants and stuff on each side. And then it's kind of shaped like a T. There'll be a little side road down here. So this is a Rojiamu. Might be what they call that little roll. And then here's where I was saying, like a little T to this market. Has little shops and stuff all there, little restaurants. And you have like the beef and the ribs, sweet potato balls. Yeah, pretty good variety here at this market. So we got some stinky tofu here. It's a popular place. And they got the oyster omelet and lots to do and eat here. So over here, this is the mochi right here. This is a Michelin, 7 years worth of Michelin awards. So they put the sugar and the sesame on the inside. So we'll get 6 pieces for 50 of the Taiwanese dollar. Won't hurt to try these out. I've had this before in Taiwan, and it's a nice snack. There's that peanut stuff on the outside. This is some more of the Rojiamu. So he's up there dicing up the pork, and that's his finished product. It smells so nice. So he's making up some of the clams here. So you got garlic clams, ginger clams. So there's that pork knuckle. Oh, that looks nice. Oh, this is kind of the area. And I would kind of liken it to maybe like Biff Square in Busan, South Korea. It's kind of like a small version of Times Square without all the craziness there. There is some street performers and stuff like that that's set up here. And you can see some shows and people play music. But mainly it's about food and shopping. And there was going to be about 1 billion people here tonight. So this goes to kind of late, probably 11, 12 o'clock or so. And this is the area. There's a bunch of side little roads. This is the whole district down here that kind of comes alive. This is just like the main road that comes in from the BTS. There's the smaller ones that will have like the food. So you got some Korean food here. That'll have the street food out in the middle or on the side. You can buy all kinds of like little snacks and souvenirs and stuff like that here. So just to give you an idea, so they have the Thai bubble tea. This is like a famous brand here. And then they have these giant salapao type things. So those are like 80 baht. You can see the size of them right there. And then this is the queue to get in here. Yeah, really cool. And it just goes, you can see how it goes. It goes that way, it goes that way, and there's just so much to see. We got a Pop Mart with like a little souvenir, one of the little side roads here. So we got so much stuff going on. It's hard to even do anything in here. And then you have more like street food. Just cooking the stinky tofu. It's for $80. Or you can get the scallion pancakes over here for 60. Sometimes I'll cook these up with ham, sometimes with eggs, ham, eggs, however you want it. And we got some chicken wings, the stuffed chicken wings. Yeah, so she's cooking it up like that. That's the one with the egg. So I think with the ham is 70, bacon is 70, or there's the regular is 60. And there's another couple hundred meters of stuff that way is in the center. So they have this kind of a little round courtyard. There'll be street performers, jugglers, magicians, everything else, bands playing. So right now we got the Joker up here. So you're just standing there and people can toss the money in the thing if that's what they're so inclined. Okay, so one more look around here. All the little markets and everything. Yeah, really quite cool. Yeah, and all these little streets just honeycomb this whole area, and you can see pretty much everything. It's a pay site, and it's open until 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock on national holidays. So in 1867, this was leased to the British as a consulate. And part of it was damaged during the Sino-French War in 1884. They bombarded a little bit of it, but nobody was injured. So this is the base of the hill, and we'll go up there and take a look at this. All right, so this is the old fort. You see it has the Republic of China flag flying over it. Now these are the flags of everybody that's occupied this in one way or another. So there's two different buildings here. This one here, and then the other one on the other side was the residence of like the British consulate. So it was one time called Fort Antonio. And that's way over to that second building, the consulate over there, residence. Yeah, really a cool little building to come over and see. And here we have the old office. Oh, really cool furniture. And this looks over, that's the Tamsui River, and that way is Taipei. Kind of has the look of a European villa with the old castle tower back behind. Yeah, pretty cool, the old fort up on the hill. And the second floor balcony. And I think those were like the royal seals over there. Yeah, they say VR 1891, which was the construction of this building, and that's Queen Victoria's abbreviations. Victoria Regina in Latin. And then we'll go up this stairwell. I like the railing a lot, that's really cool. We have a bedroom up here. Now this is a really nice bedroom set. The nice couch over there. And so this was the guest quarters. So if they had an important dignitary coming in from abroad, they would stay in here. Oh, beautiful. All this mahogany. Well, that'll finish up our video over here in Taipei. This is a great city. It's really livable. The people are friendly. It's easy to get around. You can walk, take the MRT. It's not an issue at all. The buses. The metro system is very user-friendly. So when you come over, you'll want to do that for sure. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. I've been over here many times and I will come back. If you have any questions about it, ask me down below in a comment. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. And until next time, from over here in Taipei, remember, life is a journey. Until next time, enjoy.